Okay, in this video we're going to learn how to try and make this digital camera or this part of the digital camera on Autodesk Inventor. By now your teacher probably has issued you with some instructions that look like this at the front that you should read very carefully as you're trying to attempt to make this digital camera. In this video I'm going to take you through step by step until we actually reach this point here. Okay, so we're going to go to File and I'm going to say New. I'm going to choose the metric tab and the standard MMIPT. Once I've done that, it opens up to the new sketch, and I'm going to choose the horizontal work plane to start my sketch. Now the sketch that I'm going to create is in step 5, which is this shape here, which is the plan of the object, and I'm going to come along 130, up 20, along 100, and then back up 20, and then add an arc. So I'm going to start my line at this point here, and I'm going to come along, so make sure my cursor is horizontal, and I type in 130, enter. It's gone off the screen, so I'm just going to roll with my mouse until it all comes back in, and then I'm going to take my mouse straight up and type in 20, enter, and then back horizontal 100, enter, and then back up 20, enter. Okay, I'm going to hit escape now, and I'm going to use the arc tool to draw an arc from the end of the line to the end of the other line, and I'm just going to make the curve look something like that. There's no set size. So that's me finished my sketch. I'm going to finish sketch. Okay, so I'm looking at it like so. I'm now going to extrude this to give it some height, and the height I want to give it is 70 millimeters. So I'm going to extrude, and I'm going in the text box, type in 70, OK. So at this point I'm just going to turn it round, so I'm looking at it like so, the same as in the instructions. And in instruction 6 we're going to round all the corners just to make them look a little bit more realistic. So it asks you to use a fillet of radius 2 and a fillet of radius 10 on the inside edge. Now it's really important we do this one first, the radius 10. So fillet, change the radius size to be 10, click on the line and apply. I can now change the radius to be 2, and I can go around all the rest of the object, changing it to be radius 2. So I've done all the top edges, all the side edges here, all the bottom edges, even the ones I can't quite see, and then the 2 at the edge here, and apply. So what I've now got is something that looks very rounded. Next stage is to add some material to these. So I'm going to add the material to extrusion 1, the fillet and the fillet. So I'm going to click on extrusion 1, hold down the shift key and click on fillet 2 so the 3 items are selected. Up in the top I'm going to change the default to be smooth red. Okay, and it changes everything to be smooth red. So now what I'm going to do is the next step, which is to start to create the parts coming out the front of the camera. So we're going to do this in a few different steps. We're going to first of all add a circle of diameter 70 coming out of the front of it, which it comes out by 20, and then we'll add 3 more steps coming out of it for the lens part. So we'll start with the 60 by 20. So we'll start a new sketch on the front, and I'll just move that so that it's more in the center of my screen. And I'm going to draw a circle starting in the middle here approximately, and I'll make it 60 in size. Okay, if you find that it's gone off the edge, you can use the center there just to drag the circle about until you're happy with the position. Finish sketch and extrude the whole thing by 20, enter. I'm going to make that extrusion also red, so I'm going to click on extrusion, again go up to click on default and choose smooth red again. Okay, that's done. I'm going to, as instructions say, add a little fillet just in here of radius 2. Apply. And again, I'll have to add the material to that fillet. So again, just up to there and choose smooth red. You can choose any color that you want for the camera. So the next stages I'm going to do are these 3 extrusions here. One of them is a circle diameter 50 extruded with 15, then circle diameter 40 extruded with 10, and then circle diameter 30 extruded with 5. Okay, so I'm going to start a sketch on the front face. I'm going to bring it back into the middle. I'm going to just start a circle and make it diameter 50. Finish sketch and extrude that by 15. That's the first extrusion. Then I'm going to do the same again, bit of repetition. This time the circle is diameter 40. Finish sketch, and I'm going to extrude that one by 10. And then the last one is diameter 30, and I'm going to extrude that by 5. Okay, I'm now going to add a little fillet onto each of these edges, and then I'm going to change the colour. So the fillet that I want to do is 0.5 millimeter, so 0.5, and I'm just going to click on each edge like so, and say apply. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add material to extrusion 3, 4, 5 and fillet 4. So once again, click on extrusion 3, hold down shift, click on fillet 4 so they're all selected, and change my material. So I'm going to this time choose smooth black as my colour. Okay, so now you can see here that I've got the camera to the stage that I was hoping to get to in this demonstration. You'll watch the next video to find out how to put a button on the top, how to add text here, and then lastly, how to add a screen to the back of the camera. But hopefully you can follow these instructions to get to that stage nice and easily.